welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in as always, and thanks for all your kind comments, likes, subscribes, shares, discussions, etc, etc. All very, very much appreciated. Right, let's get straight into it. Today we have got a fabulously filthy dirty Fabia ready for some snow foam action, and also I'm going to do a little update on the windscreen coatings. As you can see, still beading up lovely and very, very much still alive. Now, quick update on that. I applied them 2 weeks ago. I've had the DJI in the car for 2 weeks straight, and all we've had is rain overnight and grizzly days. So I'm just collecting road grime, lorry spray, etc, etc on the windscreen. So the only opportunity I've had to collect any kind of information is when I pull off in the morning and all this goes. Anyway, it has still been performing. There is still a natural break in the morning where the Glaco was, so the Glaco's still performing particularly well. And I did collect some information with the DJI 2 weeks ago on a Sunday, which was the day after I initially applied the product, and I'll play that little clip, and it's just me pulling away from my house up onto the dual carriageway up to national speed limit, just to see what the activity was like and what the general experience is like. On the whole, it has been wonderful. So I'll pause this video, let that play. You can have a little look at that. If you're not interested, skip through, and when I'm back, we'll do another little blow test, spray test, etc, etc, and I'll collect some footage from inside the car so you can see how that's still performing. Also worth noting is windscreen wiper judder. Absolutely none at all. Been fabulous. I thought they would A, judder, and B, eventually, because I've been using them because of the accumulation of grime, I thought that they would begin to erode the coating, but they haven't. Anyway, before I play that, let me just go through what we're using today. So today, order of today is keeping it simple. So we've got some Halfords advanced high performance snow foam, and we have got, to make a total change, Halfords advanced ceramic foam sealant, spray on, rinse off. I have Meguiar's Ultimate Wash and Wax in the wheel bucket. We're going to use Autoglym Bodywork shampoo conditioner for the contact wash, wheel cleaner, and in here, mixed up exactly as per the instructions, we have 200 ml of snow foam, 800 ml of water, so that's made up to exactly a litre. I thought to myself I'll put half the desired amount in because the MJJC generally tends to get the best out of whatever product you put in it, but I thought for the sake of this, it says 100 ml per 500 ml of water, so I thought, you know, I'll go exactly by the book, or as near as damn it, and we'll use that. Anyway, I'm going to pause the video, play the little clip of how the coatings performed in the mornings when I set off, etc, etc. Unfortunately, it didn't rain, so the long play video of me driving in the rain isn't on the cards, but I'll play this nonetheless so you can get an impression of what the experience is like, and then when we're back, we'll get into just a few little sprinkle tests and a little bit of a blow. Hopefully when we get on the dual carriageway, we'll see this all whiz away. That's the plan. That's the plan. But visibility, even though there's droplets on the windscreen, visibility is better than average. better than average, I'd say. Certainly not, you know, certainly don't need wiping. I can see perfectly well. So we'll get up on the A12, start getting up to sort of 70, and we'll see how we go. Got the product. I put Glaco also on the wing mirrors and the side windows and the rear window. And Glaco on the front is on the rightmost section. In the middle is Rain X, and on the left is Auto Bright Direct Vision. Actually, I'm starting to see, you can see the brake point where the Glaco is, and that was the reason I chose to put the Glaco all over, because the Glaco was the best under my test conditions with the hose and blower and wipers. But they're starting to lift. You can see the Glaco starting to clear quickest, followed by, well, Rain X and Vision are close. Apologies if we're getting some bouncing around. I hope the stabilisation is working. So we're doing 40 and we're starting to clear. It's encouraging. National speed limit, so we can start to push on a bit more soon. About 45, speedo's a bit out on this car. 45, they're going, and you can see what's going to happen. As soon as we get up to dual carriageway speed, you should start to see clear windscreen. Also, we are due rain anytime. I'm doing a 24 mile journey, so with any luck we'll get some rain en route, and then we can have a thorough examination of how it's performing. I'm turning left up here and I believe the rain's moving in from that direction, so it should, fingers crossed, not that I ever normally wish for rain, it should rain. Now look, we're sitting just below 60 mile an hour and we're showing, well, I can't say zero, but very little water droplet accumulation on the windscreen, which is really rather pleasing, to be honest. Really rather pleasing. So at the moment you're just getting bits that are coming up from the bonnet and the scuttle. Oh, by the way, the side glass is bone dry, give or take the odd little speck that's coming off of the bonnet and the wings as well. Right, so hopefully I've got a reasonable angle from the camera in the car, and I will just use the blow R to simulate driving at 40-50 mile an hour, and we'll see what the water action's like. Apologies about the sudden noise. So, Glaco, Rain X, Auto Bright Direct. So you can see you're still getting nice beading throughout, to be honest. Nice beading throughout. Right, let me just grab the pressure washer. Excuse me. And we'll have a little look at what the surface actions like so you can see it's flooding. Auto Bright Direct, Rain X. Let's just bring the hose round. But look, the Glaco is just sheeting to dry. Wonderful, eh? Wonderful. Right, let's have a quick blast on this side. So we'll get it thoroughly soaked and then observe the Glaco sheeting to dry. Fabulous, eh? I'm genuinely really impressed with it. It's just been great. Great stuff. So without doubt, the Glaco performed the best, but you can see as it's starting to move into the Rain X side, we're getting the same sort of action, just not as quick. Fabulous. And let's go around the other side. Ooh. So I put Glaco on all the sides. And there's no question that that's still working. I did the wing mirrors. Also, no question that that's still working. So the driving experience was that the sides were almost always dry. The back's taken a beating because of the dirt. And that is performing as expected. A total flood, coating's dead. So that's my experience with that. Sides, fine. Mirrors, fine. Vision, dead. Rain X, still functioning. And Glaco, great. Right, let's get that paused and we'll start getting some snow foam on and see how that performs. Right, so the order of the day is simplicity. It's all about simplicity today. I'm going to do my very best to clean 3 cars. So it's going to be an industrious day today, which I'm looking forward to. Having had a weekend off last weekend due to the storm. Little shake, warm water, full power. I'll just set it over there so I've got the fan right, and then we'll go round and get it all over the car. Starting this side. Look at that. Wonderful. Right, while I'm working, let's get that on for the dwell. That on for the dwell. A little bit up the pipe as normal. Once I've dealt with this, we'll have a look at what the foam's like. Right, get the other side thoroughly coated, and then we'll have a look at this side together. Yes. Just want to get all that used up because I want to trial some of the Auto Glim shampoo. As much as it says put it in a bucket, which I'm going to do, I'm also going to put it in the cannon and see what the delivery's like. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done thick foam. Look at that. Let's see if we can capture some movement. Lovely. Lovely. Fabulous. And as I say, speed is order of the day today, hence why I'm doing wheel cleaner layered up with foam. I may give them a little buzz round with a brush, but nothing too in depth. Maybe just a mitt. Actually, might just buzz over them with a mitt. I've got no strong chemicals in the bucket today, so I'll be more than happy to plunge my paw into the bucket and use that. Right, let's start getting straight into that. That's been approximately 5 minutes. Wheels won't be getting a lot more than that. Let's just get Cam to show that we've not lost any of the water action. And we've not lost any coatings. Wonderful. Let's have a close-up of this. Glaco's still alive and well. Lovely jubbly. And you'll remember from the start of the video, it was minging. Still a little bit of water action going on here. All good. Remembering that this car's had chemical guys, hydroslick ceramic, and then just has regular top-ups with Geon Wet Coat and Bathe Plus. Anyway, I'm going to go around, get that all rinsed, and I'll do the wheels, and then we'll get straight into testing that Auto Glim shampoo. Well, that's the Halfords Advanced rinsed off. Still got some pretty good water action. Obviously it hasn't killed the glass coating. It's all looking good. Still got a decent level of bead. Lowers are clean, yet not beading nor perfect. Standard areas still look all right. It was nice actually. It was nice. Pleased. It was good. Anyway, a good friend of the channel has just reminded me, putting a comment on one of my shorts, that I should do some swab tests. So I'll just pop the camera there. I don't have any swabs, but I have a wad of clean, brilliant white tissues. Now, when you think back to the start of the video, this was the dirtiest area. I've done these sort of tests before when I trialled citrus pre-wash versus snow foam. So, still a good layer of grime, as expected. Visually, looks nice. You can still feel a little bit of granularity, but It's better than going straight in. Right, a good swipe across here. Look at that. Lovely. Right, so let's try another upper section. We know the lowers are going to be mullered. Nice swipe in there. Not bad. That was a long swipe, so we'll allow that the benefit of the doubt. Swap sides, nice and clean, no shenanigans. Look at that. I mean, look, if I go all over that, not a lot. Right. Boot was the other area that was utterly filthy. Let me just grab a new tissue. So we would expect this to be the same as driver's side, passenger side lower, near side lower. Classically, typically filthy. Upper first, filthy. A lower, properly grimy. You can still feel that sitting up. So this needs plenty of rinses when I go in for the contact media. But yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Pretty good. So the areas where, as you'd expect, the areas where the coating is still alive and not been battered by dirt. Excuse me, waiting for the traffic. The snow foam is still performing really, really well. But on the areas where the coating's been battered and is clogged, not so good. Anyway, 2 bucket method. Halfords bodywork shampoo, brand new, never been opened. Shake well, pour 1 capful into a bucket and add 10 litres of warm or cold water. Well, because my bucket is ginormous, I think we can appreciate that it will need a little more. So I'm going to put 2 capfuls in there, which is still very economical. Give that a rinse. Leave that out a moment, because as mentioned, I also want to see if this can be delivered in the snow foam cannon. So I will do 20ml in there, and we'll just put 500ml of water in, I think. So 500ml of water in there. Make sure this is on cam. 500ml of water in there. Let that settle a bit. While it's doing that, we can have a courtesy blast over the lower bumper, just to ensure we've got as much of that granular build up off as possible. We'll do a liven up blast in the bucket. Yes, it's warm water for my pores. And let's just see. The reason I'm doing this is because I've become a huge fan of delivering shampoo using the cannon. A little bit thin, as you'd expect. Right, so that's a no. Let's just double that up, just in case. I don't think it would break the bank to put 40ml in. So we'll just double that up. Just see what that does. Double that up. Get her back in. Give her a mix. Not bad. I'd happily start digging in with that, but it's not designed for that. So, to be expected. Right, I'm going to get that all gone because I need to make space in the cannon for that last step. And I don't like to waste products. That's that nearly done. Right, we'll treat that as a primer, I think. Right, let's make sure this is clean, ready for next phase. And two things worth noting. That is, comedically, this has been my experience every morning. Glaco. Lovely stripe. Rain-X, Vision, nothing in it. Glaco, living his best life, man. Right then, let's have a little look at this. And slipperiness, feels good on the sponge. Right, swap that on the car. And we'll go for smell, nice. Slickness on the paint, lovely. So I'm just going to get in, get that all over the car, get her rinsed, and then we're in for, look at that, Glaco, baby. Glaco's loving it. What great stuff. Who knew? I wish I'd tried it sooner. Anyway, I'll get this all over the car, and then we'll get in for the Halfords Advanced Ceramic Seal, which should be exciting. Nice to try something different. Just a note on that, I went into Halfords the other day for some bulbs and said to myself as I approached, I don't need any valeting equipment. I don't need any valeting equipment. I managed to avoid it. I didn't even look, but on the way out, oh, hello, Halfords Advanced. Do like a bit of Halfords Advanced. And, you know, the rest is history. Anyway, see you in a moment. I'll get that on, get it rinsed, and then we'll get to the coating. Right, that's all done. So, obviously I didn't film the 2-bucket method. No one needs to see that. I just did the part of the roof and a little bit, you know, just to give an overview of the feel of the product, the smell of the product, the lubricity, the slickness, etc., etc. But a couple of things I did note while doing it, as you'll have seen from the swab tests of the lowers, the boot, they were still showing quite a lot of clag. So the thing to remember, I don't often mention things like this, but the thing to remember is obviously you want to be doing product bucket, your wash bucket on the car, go over it until you feel it's necessary to go and rinse. Then rinse your wash media, put it back in your, suck up some fresh soap from the soap bucket, get it on the car. Now, I did all the uppers, boot, bonnet, rear quarters, etc., front wings, but when I got to the lowers and the bumper, nice straight line, not too much pressure, not like you're trying to dig a hole. If you get halfway through one door, flip the pad, have a look. If you observe dirt, flip the wash media over, happy days. And that will stop you dragging too much clag over the car. And the other thing I noticed is that I'd stripped all the coatings, so Geon, anything like that, from all the glass last 2 weeks ago. And as you saw at the start of the video, the Glaco, this is the only product on the rear windscreen. Glaco was dead on the back windscreen. This has now had the snow foam and bodywork shampoo conditioner, and it's all back to life. Beading up and sheeting to dry. Obviously, that is still the same scenario here. Wonderful, lovely stuff. Right, I will, left the product somewhere sensible. So, next, ceramic foam sealant. Wash before use, move the vehicle into a shaded area out of direct sunlight, mix 50 ml of product with 250 ml of water in a foam lance bottle. Increase the volume at the same ratio for larger cars. Anyway, I'll get that mixed up, get the bottle fully rinsed, get that mixed up, and we'll start getting that on the car and see how it looks. More importantly, how it compares to wet coat. Right, mixed up exactly as per manufacturer's recommendations. Test squirt on the bonnet to ensure the fan is correct, because you can't do that with GoPro in hand, stubby gun in the other. And dialed 1 turn back of strength because I want to ensure total coverage. And if I get to the end and I've got some left, I'll turn it up to the maximum. So, as you would expect, it goes on like Polar Blast, a bit like spraying milk on your car. So, for the sake of science and continuity, we'll get the camera there, because this is a spray on, spray off, no dwell. For once, I will avoid the windscreen. Not that I have any issue whatsoever with these products on the glass, but of course we are currently observing windscreen coating observation time. So as much as I am 100% going to put Glaco on again, I also am interested to know the durability. And let's face it, that last pass has definitely got some on the windscreen. Right, more than happy with the coverage and the quantity required. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, as I have started to say more regularly, I have noticed since reviewing my videos. Test squirt, obviously hydrophobic test. Lovely. Just like Geon. Says it provides 3 months protection. We shall see, eh? Should complement the Hydro Slick, Bathe Plus and Geon nicely. So the car's keeping that continual residual topper. Which anyone that watches the channel regularly will know I'm a big fan of. Bit on the roof, then we'll get into bonnet. It's worth noting the roof has fared particularly well, because if you saw in my other video when I installed the hydro slick, I machine polished the roof, and that has done wonders. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right. I mean, I'd hate to say it's going to replace Geon, but I'm liking that. I'm feeling it. Get a nice build up. Boom. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Right. Easy. Right, let's get the car all rinsed. I'll get it dried off cam, and then we'll have a look at the end results, and I'll do the wrap up. Right, see you in a mo. Well, that was lucky. I just shot the entire outro and went to turn the GoPro off, and it crashed. Right, can't remember everything I said before, so this will probably be a condensed version. Anyway, that was really, really interesting, really enjoyable. I completely dried the car with blow R and had to just do a quick bit of Auto Bright Direct QD on the back of the wing mirrors, and a little section down here that I missed, probably due to talking, etc, etc. Anyway, it's got a lovely shine about it, dried up, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, paint feels lovely, not dried to my highest standards, but it's just a winter maintenance wash, so I am happy. I'm going to get this car moved out of the way. Once the tyres are bone dry, it's getting tyre serum, but as I say, get it out of the way, let it dry off fully, reset my kit, have a quick break, pull the Forester out, and then start making another one. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I really, really did. As always, after a week off, I'd forgotten just how enjoyable it is to wash a car. It was fabulous. Anyway, if you're enjoying the content, please consider hitting that like button and smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you very, very soon. All the very best. Take care. Bye-bye.